third generation women, third generation feminists, if they even will use that word, a third wave women, need to understand the landscape better than they do. And, Gloria Steinem once said something that people have repeated, that it's amazing that there are as many young feminists as they are because they haven't experienced the great radicalizing experiences in life, which is, getting a job, getting married, having children, and getting older. And I think that my generation, because of feminism, the second wave, we were expecting trouble. We were a little bit armed for it, we were ready for it, we wanted to fight it. I think that younger women, some of those barriers have been broken. Perfect. I mean, it's wonderful that they've been broken. And so I think people, when they encounter it, they may actually be less prepared for it. I also think they need to learn new tools to deal with the greater sexualization of the whole world. And I think that is not always a good thing for women. I'm certainly not a prude, and I certainly go back to the 60s, and, we were not prudish back then, but it's become way more overt and blatant, and I think that this can be a problem for young women, that they may not be entirely prepared to deal with in a work context. And so I think that women's organizations, can give people a safe place to talk about it. I mean, one of the things that's always been great about JAWS is that you could talk to very senior people whom you would never have this conversation with if they worked in your office. If this woman were your boss, you would not be talking to her. If this woman were the head of your newspaper, you would not be having this conversation with her. But because you're at JAWS and she's not the head of your newspaper, you can talk those things with her, and she will talk to you. And it's not an inappropriate place; it's an appropriate place. It's a safe place, and there aren't that many of those in the world.